this is Miss Andrea. I wanted to come and talk to my tiny disciples. I am missing you. I know I say that every time that we get together, but it is so true. I miss your faces. I miss your smiles and your laughter. Most of all, you know that I miss your hugs. So even though we can't be together in person, let's give each other a hug. Are you ready? Okay, do you remember how we hug? Okay, so we start with this hand on this shoulder and this hand on this shoulder. And once we're holding our shoulders, we squeeze, 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 squeeze. Oh, I love you all so much. Thank you for hugging me. Okay, I know that you all are really familiar with this story, but I really like it, and I wanted to share it with you again. So, how many have heard the name Noah? Yeah. Do you remember anything special about Noah? Wait a minute. Wasn't there a big boat Noah built? Yes, the ark. He did build the ark. Now, you know that all of the stories that we love to share with each other are found in a book. Do you remember the name of the book that we find these stories in? It's the Bible. The Bible tells us everything that Jesus wants us to know. So anything that's in the story in the Bible as a story for us, it's important. It has a meaning to it. So in Genesis 7 and 8, chapter 7 and 8, you will find the story of Noah and why he built the ark, and about, okay, so if you had a boat, where do you take a boat? Do you put it in your yard? No? Do you put it in the parking lot at Walmart? No? Where do you put a boat? Oh, in the water. Oh, okay. But there wasn't any water around Noah. People thought that he was crazy for building this boat because there wasn't any water around him. Let's read the story together. Now, the Bible explains everything really good, but sometimes it uses really big words, and I sometimes don't like those big words. So I found this series of book called My Very First Bible Story, and it has Noah and the ark. So this is what I'm going to read to you from. But your parents can also show you the story in the Bible, Genesis chapter 7 and 8, if you want to see that as well. So, Noah and the ark. Let's see what happens. Looky here. Got birds. Long ago, God looked at the world. God had made a good world. Remember when he made the sun and the moon, and he separated the night from the day, and then he made the trees and the animals, and Adam named all the animals? Do you remember at the very end, God said, it is good. He made a good world. But all of these people started coming along. They were born into this world, and they started ruining it. They started spoiling it. God didn't like that. He put an awful lot of work into making it, and now people were messing it up. They were always fighting. Oh, I'm sorry I ever made the world, said God. I'm just going to wash it away. Look, God is sad. The world that he made, and the people are just fighting, and he doesn't want people to fight. He wants us to get along and always love our neighbors. So God said, I'm just going to wash it away. But then he saw a man named Noah. He was one good man. So God said, you know what? Noah and his family really should not be punished because of everybody else. So he went down and he talked to Noah, and he told Noah to do something. Let's listen. God said, I want you to build a big boat. It'll be called the Ark. There's that funny name of the boat, the Ark. So God told him to build it and what to call it. Let's find out what else God told him. There's Noah. And God came down and told him what to do. Noah was confused. There's going to be a flood, said God. You must take your family onto the ark to keep them safe. Well, Noah was a good man, so that means Noah loved his family. And more than anything, Noah wanted to keep his family safe and listen to God. So what do you think Noah did? Do you think he said, no, I won't build the ark? Or do you think he decided, you know what, I better build the ark? That's right. Noah began to build the ark. Now, God told Noah exactly how to build the ark. He told him exactly what he needed to do, and Noah listened to him exactly. Now, building the ark wasn't the only thing that God told Noah to do. God's, in the beginning he was sad, and he said he's going to wash everything away with a flood. Well, he realized it wasn't just the people that were going to get hurt. The animals, all those animals that he made in the garden and that Adam named. So he told Noah, I have a plan for them too. God said, Noah, you must also take animals onto the ark. You must take a father and a mother of every single animal. So you got a father and a mother. So you're taking 2 of every single animal onto the boat with Noah and his family. So Noah and his family were very busy doing all that God had instructed them to do. They had to build the boat. They had to find all the animals. They had to get a mommy and a daddy of each animal, and then they had to put them on the boat. Once they all got on the boat, all the Noah's family, all the animals, do you know what happened? Noah shut the door, and God shut the door, and he sealed it. And then what do you think happened? That's right. It began to rain, and the whole wide world was flooded. See, the boat is sitting on the ground. But do you see how much it's raining? The water's starting to pool underneath it. Look over here. That's a lot of rain. Look at that. The ark actually floated on the floodwater for days and days and days. In fact, there is a specific number that you'll find in Genesis. 40 days and 40 nights. That is how long that it was raining and flooded, and that the ark floated with all of those animals and with all of Noah and his family. At last, the rain stopped. The water started to go down. Noah felt a bump one day. The ark had hit the top of a mountain and gotten stuck there. Noah let out a raven. Look at here. See this blackbird? It's a raven. It flew and kept on flying. Noah let out a dove. The first time, it soon flew back. See, the dove is white. Well, the first time he let it out, it went out and it came back right away. So he waited a little longer, and so he sent out the dove a second time. This time, the dove came back with an olive branch in its mouth. So that means that there's some dry ground it's finding. So Noah's like, okay, this is a good sign. The third time he sent it out, it flew away. It must have found land, said Noah. So then he realizes if the dove went out and flew away, it found land and started making a nest. Soon the land was dry. Noah let everyone out of the ark. The animals hurried away to make new homes. Thank you, God, for keeping us safe, said Noah. God was pleased. Look, said God, look in the sky. There is my rainbow. It is a promise that I will keep the whole world safe forever. So look, here's all the animals. They've been in that boat for so long. They're so happy. They get out and they run away with their mommies and daddies and they go and make new homes. Look here. They're running. They're like, go, let's go make homes. What's this right here? That's right. It's the rainbow. And that was God's promise to us. that he would keep the world safe forever. So, let's talk about some words that we heard in this story. An ark, see the ark, is a boat that is like a floating box. A dove, do you remember the dove? Is a white bird that coos. Do you remember how many times Noah sent the dove out? Did he send it out one time? He did. Did he send it out more than once? Yes, he sent it out 3 times. That's right. Flood. Now the flood is what came and made the boat float. So what's a flood? A flood is where it rains and rains and rains, and deep water is everywhere where there should be dry land. Now, the second time the dove went out, it brought something back. Do you remember what it was? An olive branch. Well, what's an olive branch? Well, an olive branch comes from an olive tree, and so that's what the dove had found. Now, we talked about the rainbow. Do you all remember the rainbow? It's gorgeous, isn't it? It's like an arch, and it's got beautiful colors in it. Have you all ever seen a rainbow in the sky after it rains? Yes, they're so beautiful. And every time you see a rainbow from now on, you can remember that God put a rainbow in the sky after the flood, and he said that it was a promise to all of us. Well, what's a promise? A promise is saying you will do something and really, really mean it. You will keep your word. So he promised to always keep us safe, no matter what. Now, before the dove went out, do you remember that big black bird? You do? Okay, it's a raven. Now, a dove coos, like coo, coo. But a raven makes a different noise. Do you know what kind of noise a raven makes? It's a big old blackbird. And it caw, caw. It caws. So that's how you can tell them apart, the color and the sound that they make. I love sharing this story with you all today, Noah and the Ark. If you liked it, comment below. Tell us what your favorite animal is. Tell us something that you remembered. But most importantly, just thank you for spending the time with us today. We love you all very much, and we hope that you have a very blessed day. Bye, tiny disciples.